Vice President Honorable Dr. Jagdeo says there is no empirical evidence to show the efficacy of lockdowns during the pandemic. He was speaking during a media conference on Friday at the Arthur Chung Conference Center.
People often during the course of the day, they engage in economic activities and other activities that without wearing a mask or observing any protocol. But we will keep a close watch on the situation. We have to keep people working to at least economic activities going, and at the same time try to urge our people, all of our people, every single one of them, to try to come in, take the vaccine.
VP Jagdeo is also calling on everyone to get vaccinated as the country works aggressively towards achieving herd immunity. Meantime, the Vice President says the government is looking at ways to continue providing assistance for people during the pandemic. He highlighted the challenges with the distribution of the $25,000 COVID cash grant to households.
We're definitely considering for vulnerable groups like older folks and others, maybe single parents, that something, because that's easier to administer. But we are keeping constant the thought of helping these communities and people who need the help.
Government has noted the uptake in commodity prices despite government's steps to reverse harsh measures and taxes which were imposed by the previous APNU AFC coalition. The cost of living, VP Jagdeo says, is affected by what is taking place globally due to the pandemic.
Globally, a lot of the facilities are operating at limited capacity because of COVID, so they can't supply. And as was pointed out earlier, I think by the President, the cost of freight in some cases have doubled and tripled. And then locally, also demand has gone up. So we're very concerned about that, the demand for stone, cement, etc. We're trying to open up more production. That is why we have said to GGMC, give out the quarry licenses quickly as possible.
The Vice President says government is looking at the cost of living issues carefully. The matter is also engaging the attention of policymakers daily.
I have no doubt that once the pandemic is over and production levels go up, that things will come down. And locally here too, if we increase supply, then we may be able to get the cost down.
In the oil and gas sector, VP Jagdeo disclosed that ExxonMobil will commence paying fees for excess flaring from May 26.
They say they're flaring about 15 million cubics per day now. That will be equivalent to about 1,152 tons of CO2 equivalent, or just below that for carbon dioxide. And so if you work out 1,100 and something, maybe tons per day, say 1,100 tons per day, multiply by $30 per ton. Multiply by 36 days that they've applied for the continued flaring. It should take us to about 1.3 million US.
Meantime, Dr. Jagdeo has reiterated that Guyana is rules-based. He was speaking in relation to the clearing of mangroves by Tristar Incorporated at Versailles West Bank, Demerara, earlier in May. Dr. Jagdeo pointed to the benefits of such a project to the country.
I'm telling you about why we need to balance development with this stuff and how we're going to protect the area from flooding. And I'm telling you about the need for jobs and development and on our people over there and across the country. And I'm so pleased that the Guyanese will, because these shore base and everything, the foreigners come, a Guyanese would be willing to do a project in excess of $100 million, where we end up $200 and something million project, and US dollars. And he's from that region too, bringing back development to our people there. When that area is done from the corridor, you would generate easily in that region, I think, 20,000-30,000 jobs. 20,000-30,000 jobs the development corridor will bring.